tolu a whakatutalanga. Mo ia e hadau tolu a pulotu e ke kafo ko Dr Colin Tukuitonga. Si koe mga hunei koe matakau kautahia Northern Region Health Coordination Centre hane ngā hua whakamakamaka he mga hunei ke whakapuloa mo e whakamama fuaki e tau whakailoanga ke mama he tau tangata hangawia ke he tau huki mo e tau amamana kianga tau puhala whakatokatoka ngā hua ke lata mai huki pui pui Covid-19 ke lata mo e maanga kōkalana kai mua atu ke he atau tolu tau tangata me tau mga whaoa Niue. So the Northern Region Health Coordination Centre is providing an up-to-date information on the Covid-19 Vaccination Rollout here in Auckland for our Niue Community. And tonight joining me on the show is Dr Colin Tukuitonga to talk about the Covid-19 vaccine. Haia koe hadau tōla pulotu ke kawha Dr Colin Tukuitonga kua whakalataha mai mo tau tōlu hofi atu tau whakalawhalahi atu kia koe pulotu ke kawha ki hawhiawhi.
Kalawha atu lol bihe me tau tangata he matakainanga Niue ne whanongonongo mai maha ki tui liaki.
Whakaue, tungana ia koe hātaua whakatutalanga, mahuinga lahi e whakatutalanga ke lata mai awhiawhi nei. Hā koe tau whakamāmanga whakahokolo hangawia ke he huki pui pui nei. Ne kua whita he tāmata mo e whakaonga, mo e whakaholo e tau whakaholoanga pui pui huki nei. Ke he hadau tōlo mutu nei ko New Zealand. Sigo e whiawhi nei, hai ai whalua tau huhu kua amamanaki ke huhu atu ke maeke ia koe ke whakapuloa mai me whakamama whakalaulahi mai. Huhu atu whakamua ma pulotu e ke kafo. Koe hengoa, what's the vaccine being used in New Zealand? Koe hengoa e hingoa. He waihuki pui pui nei kua whita he whakatoka mo e whakaonga ki mutu nei hadau tōlu ko New Zealand.
Taki whakawela he koe huki pui pui ne whiwhiri he whakatawhana hadau tōlu whakahingoa koe Pfizer na tālanga he matakau tau se huki tau se sangawai koe Pfizer. Koe huki nā, huki pui pui nā kua whakatau he whakatawhana hadau tōlu ki whakaonga he mutu nei. Lata tōlu ke māma koe mena longa e tau huki pui pui ke kehe. Ka koe Pfizer ne ko whiwhiri he whakatawhana tau tōlu. Pia whuki ne huki e ni ka whakaonga he tau matakailanga tau tōlu ne nonofo e mutu mōri whuki. Koe Pfizer e hingoa he huki nā.
Is the vaccine the same one given around the world? Koe huki pui pui nei. Ta taina kai ke lata mo i tau huki ne ko whita he whakaonga he whalua atu motu he lalolangi.
Pfizer is one of the, in fact, it was the first one that was introduced and it's used in several countries around the world. And it's probably the one that's used by most of the countries around the world. It's important to point out that there are, in fact, several other vaccines. Another one that's used in the Pacific Islands is called AstraZeneca. Then there's Johnson & Johnson. There's at least 5. Not all of them have received regulatory approval. So Pfizer is used around the world. It's probably the best of the lot in my view. Protects more than 9 out of 10 people that receive it, and side effects pretty minimal. So it's a good choice, I think.
I keep hearing lots of different things about the vaccine and whether it's okay to get it. How safe is it? Longa tau tala tu whakaholo me tau tala kua whi tāha he o veko me o whānau me pehe. Longa tau koe ai tupe mana tu he wharu ai loa kua latana kai ki huki puke nā kai. Mahuinga whiwhi.
Mōri zinai tō longa tō tangata ne popaere mo e whaihuhu. Koe huki pui pui ne koe huki fōu na kai la whaimana pehe nei sinai ne ko tau se lalolangi si. Nei mania ne longa tō tāla wharu popaere tō loto i manako ke talia e huki. Kai tō longa mo e laulahi tō tangata ne whiawhia ke mō e huki nei. Nata tō ke māma tungi whang māma teo koe mena nata tai osi ne tō vai mo tō huki na kai whai vai ne pehe na kai whai karea ne tupu mai ka koe Pfizer huki pui pui e ngā hoa tō mas karea ne mō mai ka mō e koe. All medication, all vaccines have side effects of some description. In the case of Pfizer, they're pretty minor, mainly in the arm where you get the injection, some headache and maybe not feeling so well. There's a small group of people who get an allergic reaction, which is why they ask you to stay for 20 minutes or so after the injection to make sure that you're okay before you go. But by and large, it's a very safe vaccine.
So what's in it? What's in the vaccine itself?
It's important to point out that many vaccines that we've used in the past consists of a virus that's been slowed down, if you like, modified. But in this case, there is no coronavirus part at all in the vaccine. It's technologically made using manipulation of the DNA, and it encourages the body to make proteins that protect itself. So you will never get COVID-19 from the vaccine. Because some people will have heard that they have got polio, for example, or as a result of the vaccine. That's not possible in this case because it's it's a different technology that's being used.
Huhu atu ngau nei ma pulotu ke kafo hangau ia ke he whalu atau le kua, ka eke kua maua, nā kai pehe ka tō maua, kai ka eke po ki tō mena ke ute tua mo e mautari ki ai, ka eke. What are some of the side effects?
Ia, tūne ne whamama teo koe, mitake huki ni pui ne hei longa tō masamasa kalea ne maua mai. There are very few side effects, and most of them are minor. As I've indicated, mainly pain in the arm where you get the injection, maybe a headache, maybe not feeling so well, but it's pretty minor. And in a way, it's, as I say, a relatively safe vaccine. There's a small group of people who get this allergic reaction, but by and large, very few side effects, and certainly nothing major. One thing that people will have heard is relates to blood clots, and I want to make clear the Pfizer vaccine does not cause blood clots. Blood clots have been reported in the different vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and the AstraZeneca vaccine that we don't use in New Zealand. So the blood clots is not something that people should be concerned about because the Pfizer vaccine does not cause blood clots. Blood clots, by the way, is a very rare occurrence, but it does occur with a different vaccine for COVID-19, not the Pfizer one.
Ko hei ngoa e tau whawhasi ma pulotu e ke kafo ke lātai mo tau tangata ka manako ke maua e huki nei. Ko e kamata mai ka he tau whanau 5 tau ki lunga, po ke tau tangata ua tahi tau ki lunga. What are the age restrictions?
Yeah, well, whiwhiri e whakatu whana tau tolu ke tau whuata hong frumaono e tau ne hake ki lunga. Si e nā kai huki e tau whanau iki, ka koe huki ni a lau tolu ne hong frumaono e tau si hake ki lunga. Government has decided to offer the vaccine to those who are 16 and older, not children under 16. Ko lau tolu ne hong frumaono e tau ki lunga ka moa he huki pui nei.
Si mai ke ka au mo nei ke whāno ke maua e huki nei. Can I get vaccinated now?
Ko mena tausi te he whakatu whono whakapapahi, ko lau tolu ni huki whakamua he fufuta whakamua, ko lau tolu ni ngahua he MIQ facility mo e mare whakarere, ko lau tolu ke waaki ko tō tangata ni ngahua leveki malolo sino, ko lau tolu he matakau ke tolu aki, ko lau tolu ni whainga ngāo tunga ngāo suka, po ke ngāo sivili, po ke ngāo ini, si ko laulohi moe he tō tangata ne toi he matakau nu mela whā, koe ka mata le huki e whawana he mahina iulai. So government has decided to categorize people into 4 groups. First groups are those who work at the border and MIQ facilities, and they were the first ones to receive the vaccine along with their families. The second group are health workers, frontline health workers. The third group are those with an underlying condition like diabetes or heart disease, and the rest of the population will get the vaccine from about July onwards.
Tōna ia koe longona mai whoki ka kua whita e whalua tau kaina Tunga I kai tau kaina tau e ke kafo whaka mga whaua, po ke tau kliniki, he fuaki, mo e whakata ke watu tau tangata ke maua e tau huki pui pui nei. Mitaki na reinei, I hear some GP clinics are now offering vaccinations. Is that okay too?
Ia mitaki koe tau whare ia he tau e ke kawha mga whaone ne ko mou e huki pui pui nei. Hako mana ta taini ka hae huki ko pese ni ka pehe whanau ai ke ta vaccination center po ke whare e ke kawha, it's the same vaccine. So it's totally fine to get your vaccine from your GP clinic if they offer it. I'm not sure that all the GP clinics are offering the vaccine at the moment because of the very cold storage requirements, as you understand. So those in South Auckland can either get it at South Seas and Notara, the vaccination center there, or your GP if they're offering the vaccine. And out west is one at the Westgate operated by the Whono. But it's the same vaccine. It doesn't matter where. And all the vaccinators have had the same training, same vaccine, same training. So it's perfectly fine.
Si, kai kua e tau tangata ne toi. Alo tōru ne nā kai putoia he tau veveheanga ni ko tala hau me koe mō whakamua. Kai kua alo tōru. Koe maua awhi e tau huki halo tōru. And when will the rest of us get vaccinated?
The original plan was that the rest of the population, group 4, young, fit, healthy people like yourself, Lolo, will get yours from about July onwards. But I think you will also have heard in the news that the rollout has been a bit slow, so it might be a bit later on, but the optimistic plan was that the rest of the population were going to get jabbed from about July. So ko lo tolu he numela wha, matakau o papai numela wha, lo tolu ne toi, kai na manaki hai whadufon ke huki lo tolu mai kamate he mahina iulai. Kai tō ni longana kai linga whakadua e huki si linga mure ki he mahina o kusu whakalata. Koe mena kane latu tangata ki maama, ko mena tamai whaka Niue mai lea kai patches. Koe tamai wala.
Tau whawhasi a mata kane whawhasi ki tau huki.
Yeah. Si pese ne pehe ko whakatau e whakatuwhono tahe miliona huki ke katoa ai ka mana mua o se tahe mga na mua wala ka haha ko mana tālanga he mutu mamau i Denmark. So the delay is partly because of the vaccine supply. We get them in batches, so we get them in different lots. But also it takes a while to get them rolled out to everyone. So there's been a criticism, I guess, from people that it's too slow. I wouldn't, at the moment we're pretty safe in the sense that we don't have COVID in our community. So I wouldn't panic to try and get a vaccine. But obviously, the earlier you get the vaccination, the better.
I hear there are problems with the booking system. What do I do? Tōna ia gua whita whalo do tangata he whakakese do manatu nā kai whiawhia hāpo ke he laili lau tōru ke tuhia e tau matahingoa lau tōru ke he tau puhala ke whakamau tau hingoa ka ke lata me tau huki nei. Ko he ingoa hako ka tau se mga hunai.
Yeah, mena whakamua koe nā hahai e nu mela health line ke viloa koe ke huhu e tau huhu ia hau. Mena whakamua ia koe linga haha ia mua mo whaama numela ia nā kai walu seo tolu lima walu lima wha lima tolu. Nā kai walu seo tolu lima walu lima wha lima tolu. Ko numela ia hau ke vilu me huhu te huhu hau. Mena ke ua whoki, mai ka ke huhu te huhu hau ke whare ke kawha mga wawa. Tala ke he nosi pu ke kafo ka huhu. Ka ua whanu whanongonong ke te whone tala mana no mai tua ne whakapiko piko he wawam tulu. So my best advice to you is don't listen to Dr. Google or Facebook or Niue and Coconut Wireless. Ua whanongonong ke he walesi Niue. Ka he huhu ke he healthline nā tunga la teo. So don't listen to gossip and Facebook loose talk. Ring Healthline 0800 358 5453 or ring your GP clinic. because there's a lot of misinformation that's going on at the moment, and you'll do yourself a lot of harm and a lot of anxiety by listening to those distractions. Call Healthline or ring your GP clinic.
Haia ma tau matakainanga, kai ki ko moua e koe e wina, puko whai matuta ki atu ki a koe, mai ki a koe ke vilo atu ke he vaccination helpline ia, nā kai volusiau. Ua walu, ua hiva, ua ono, ka manako a koe ke moua whalu whalolahianga, whina atu ke kupenga hila, preparepacific.nz, po ke halau tolu a whawhanga pepa, #preparepacific. Tunga nei ne uia tu pulotu ke kafo, ka manako huhu a koe, ke huhu, po ke manako whakalolahianga, tala ke he hawa e ke kafo whakamanga whawa, po ke vilo atu e numela telefone Healthline nā kai volusiau, tolu 5 5 tolu, a pulotu ke kafo whai manatu whakahiku na rea koe tu whakausia taua whakatutalanga ki a whiawhi.
Mita ke mga e whakaue mga ahne tuku mai ke whai manatu kuku. Lauli niu ke liu wha mawhana e u tangata Niue. Onguru maonda tau ke lunga ka hoko mai mga hao ke huki. Si whana ke huki. Pui e sino hao. Pui e mga whaua hao. Moi pui e motu tau tolu. Ua mtaku taku ko tau huki ko whitahe lohi e whakaonga. Ko molea e tolu e biliona doses e whakaonga he laro loingi ngā hoa e tau mas kalea neko kisia. Si whakamawhana atu ni e ka tau tolu ka hoko mai mga hao ke mo e huki hao. Just lastly, to encourage everyone to get vaccinated, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your family and your friends, and you're protecting us all as a country. So I really would encourage people to get vaccinated when your turn comes.
Hai, whakawelai mahaki, pulotu e ke kāwho Dr Colin Tukuitonga ke he hawa whakamāmaanga mo e tau hawa tau whailoanga ke mai ke ia tau tōlu mua atu ki tau matakainanga Niue, ke I loa mai he tau tala mōri nei mo tau whakamāmaanga mōri mai he tau pulotu. I loa tau tōlu laonga tau tala neo viko, mena e memna ko, kai whakaue hako mai ke hako koe koe taha pulotu, he whahi ngā hua malolo sino. Si mitaki lahi mamnuina tau tōlu tau tangata Niue, ko mai ke whina atu ke amo atu hawa atu ke ua, me pehe whamele mole la ma pulotu ke kafo Dr Colin, lango matai mai la I tau matakainanga Niue, ke whaka māma mai la I tau whakatoka-tokaanga ke lata mai huki pui nei. Si tōna ia o moi atu ke he tau manatu kua whakakisi he atau tūla pulotu ke kafo. Lilifu pulotu ke kafo Dr Colin Tukuitonga o I tulutulau ke he hao tau mga hoko fuaki ke he lata mai atau tūla whakaholanga ia whiawhi nei. Kia munui nei a whiawhi, tō liu ni ke whileweia he tau mga hoko kui mua. Whakaue, munui nei pō.
Oelahi malala, ma whalai whiawhi, o e tulau.